Hi everyone, welcome back to Phoenix Awakened. I'm your host Alison.
G'day everyone, I'm Jason.
And today we're going to be talking about a really interesting topic. It's called table tipping.
Actually, can I correct you on that?
Oh yeah.
It's called phenomenon work.
Oh, I'm sorry. I know it as table tipping, but the correct pronunciation is phenomenon work.
Yes.
And Jason is I'm going to say the expert out of the two of us to talk about this subject. So Jason.
I've done a lot of this work until the cottage.
Yeah.
But we'll go back to the start. So again, when I was a student, one of the teachings we got taught was, as Alison calls it, table tipping or phenomenon, which was very exciting as a young guy. My first experience, very, very, very first time with this same teacher was another location in Upwey in the Dandenongs, and we all had to sing to lift our vibration up, because you had to have a certain frequency to be able to move a card table. And I'll go through it step by step so you guys could be like, what the hell are you talking about now? So we all had to sing, lift our vibration up. We had music playing, we'd sing to that, we had notes of the lyrics, and all the lyrics were like happy songs that make you feel good.
Yeah.
So that was cool.
Yeah.
I was a bit embarrassed because I really can't sing that well.
Oh, you can.
Not really. I'm not going to give you a demo, anyone. So we're all sitting there singing, and then the teacher goes, okay, everybody put your hands on the table. This was like some sort of card table. And next thing you know, the table started to move. We weren't moving the table. We just had our hands on the table, just sharing energy with the table, to charge up the table with energy, your energy. And then the table would start to move, and we could ask questions, and the table would say yes or no, would move a certain way. And my first time, I went, what the F is going on here? And I started to get under the table and looked for strings. No, seriously. The teacher goes, what are you doing, Jason? I said, I want to know where the strings are, love. She said, no strings. This is phenomenal work. This is very powerful work. I went, okay. And I'm just sitting back and, just being with the class and moving the table. The table was moving around, doing this amazing, running up and down, or as a table can, with a couple of people with their still hands on the table and up, running and walking and stuff like that. I'm thinking, this stuff is amazing. What the hell's going on here? She said she had a doorkeeper, and then she would have particular guides that would come through that would move the table on their side, and we would move the table on our side. So there was two teams, the physical side and the behind the scenes side.
Oh,
does that make sense?
Yeah, kind of. Okay.
Maybe a bit complicated for the first time listening to this. So over the 13 years, we probably did this for, I would say, 10 years, 9 years.
Wow, okay.
It would be, we do it every couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And I got very good at it. And the amount of things we could do with this table, to a point where we totally wrecked the card table. So we had to get a student that was a builder to make this solid, high table out of 2x4 timbers and stuff. It was just heavy as. I'm thinking, there's no way this thing's going to move. We got it to move, spin around. It was able to do such amazing stuff. And I was just like, I just love this. This is great stuff. And we had all these Galactic Arena come through. And at this stage, I had no idea about what we know now. So completely naive, no clue, just complete trust in this teacher. And that was good energy coming through. I think now I look back at it, I'm not too sure. I
would have to agree with you on that one.
Do you want to sort of say a few words about this, Alison?
Oh, I could say a lot about, Well, I have done table tipping as well in a class too, and it's amazing because it's this table with 4 legs, and you don't expect it to move. No, so it is actually amazing when I've done it with a group of people in a class as well, and it just goes to show how amazing people are with their energy anyway. If you take out the guides, and all that stuff. It was just amazing at how us as humans, our energy can actually physically move things as well.
Because there's telekinesis.
Yeah.
So, we've done a bit of that.
Yeah, exactly. So I just wanted to point out, besides all the galactic so-called guides and everything along those lines, us as humans are amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, absolutely. But with the what I call table tipping instead of I can't even say it, so table tipping. I have had one experience in a class The next experience I had was at Jason's house where he lived in the cottage. And that kind of pretty much blew open what the truth is.
Yeah, and you need to listen on the podcast or on YouTube, the show we did with the cottage. That will give you a backstory of how crazy this place was that we lived in.
Yeah, the title, I think it starts off with fighting monsters or something along those lines. So if you go back to that one, you'll have an understanding of why this cottage was very interesting.
Yeah, and I can't believe, as I'm thinking about it now, we actually decided to do some phenomenal work with just the two of us, with a card table in the living room. And we thought we were connecting to Ra. Remember that?
Yes.
After we were being told that, true or not, that the Ra and the blue avian race were harvested by the harvesting network.
Well, can I share what I remember?
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember we were working with the table, and I can't remember how we started. I don't know if we started with that or with what you have done like in the 13 years.
I would have brought in help from that.
Yeah, what you understood it as. And the table was moving and we were asking all these questions, but then I think something happened where something started to shift and the answers to our questions seemed a bit weird. And I remember where we were sitting in the far corner, so like in the far distance, Jason's front door was there, and I remember seeing this bird bean.
Oh, that's right.
And I kept seeing this bird bean, and I'm thinking, I don't know what's going on, but I kept seeing this bird bean. And then all of a sudden I said, what if we did the law of one revocation? And so I think we stuck it on the table or something along those lines, and we spoke out the law of one revocation that came from the Ra group or the Blue Avian group. And it was, I can't remember all the words, but it's pretty much saying, when one is healed, all is healed. We're pretty much all one kind of thing, that kind of stuff. And as soon as we said that, the table stopped dead.
Yep. Nothing. Nada.
Nothing could move it. We tried to move it.
Because we're moving it. We're doing some jazzy stuff.
Yeah, we're doing some awesome superhuman ability we all have. But as soon as we did that law of one revocation, nothing. And I remember the bird bean that was standing in the corner had some kind of golden glow to it. And looking back on it now, it probably was, the Ra race, most likely. And I remember... Possibly, we're not 100% sure, but the only reason that I got from actually doing the law of one was because of that bird being standing in the corner.
So therefore, the table should have got even more, there should have been even more movement and more clarity would have come through.
Possibly, or it could have been the bird bean or whatever that was standing there saying you need to do this revocation for the truth to be revealed. I don't know, whichever one it was. But for me, the bird bean was the clue to do the revocation for the truth to be revealed, because the truth came out.
I'm getting mantids in my head. So you weren't there, but I was doing some automatic writing with family in spirit, and all of a sudden... It was only, I was trying to get the truth, is make sure that's who I'm talking to is real. And next thing I know, everything shifted within a second, and then energetically I was on the floor with a shield that was given to me, blocking two mantids firing light at me. And I believe it's a possibility, I'm just getting now, that we were being done over in a way with the table work with mantids. Because mantids are very psychic and they can project images into your head or outside. They can do a lot. So it's a possibility we had interactions with not so nice mantid beings, and they're like insectoid.
So unfortunately, we came to discover that the table tipping, and possibly the table tipping you experienced during class, wasn't always actually from a positive, good source.
Sorry to cut you off. It was done with a lot of love and integrity.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, there's frequencies that will come in and corrupt it without knowing about it.
Yeah.
And because because we're doing some really, really interesting work with this this class that I was in, because she had multiple classes, so this was more the advanced class, and I could start to see people turning into their own galactic selves. So I had cat beings there. You could see the cat people. And
that would have been cool.
And there was actually a manted being there as well.
Yeah. You said that, yeah.
Yeah, and other students that were from different galactic arenas, so very interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. Look, the phenomenon work is amazing, but now after what we've gone
we stopped doing it.
We did. We actually stopped doing it because we realised that the answers that we were given might not have actually been truthful.
Yeah, and we could be manipulated. And I keep on getting in my head, stupid little humans.
Yeah, and, we're not stupid on any level. But if you're doing this kind of work, be mindful, really.
I think because with my training, it's all about trust.
Yeah.
Now my teaching is discernment.
Yeah, exactly. Discern what is positive or heart
the
space.
The best that you can to your ability.
Yeah,
yep.
And if you feel that it is positive, then and it's truthful, because I'm all about truth and discernment. And if you feel like it's negative, then you go walk the other way.
I feel that you got to feel into it, not just rely on your head going, oh yeah, that's good. I really feel like you need to go within yourself to really feel the knowing within you. So you can't be taken off track or manipulated in any way. So it's really important to have that knowing as much as you can. If something is a little bit off, you feel like something's a little bit off, it pretty much is. So trust in your own inner intuition. Yeah,
that's exactly it. And we always talking about, we trust ourselves, like trust our innate ability, who we are, our own,
much as we can,
our own authority of our own life and being and stuff like that. I'm going to say that the table tipping is very similar to anyone that wants to do a Ouija board. Ooh.
Have you done a Ouija board?
Never.
Oh, I have.
Never. I have heard, because I was always interested in supernatural. I'm interested in ghosts and spirits, and and then you watch movies, horror movies, and I really regret watching those horror movies as a kid, because I really regret that. But I never ever tried. I wanted to, but I'm really glad I didn't, because I heard that it is not good.
So we did Ouija boards in class as well.
Oh.
I think only a couple of times.
Oh.
And that was fine. That was cool. And I got myself a Ouija board. Remember, we did a show with Jason Infinite Magic and my mate running down the road screaming.
Yeah.
I got a Ouija board for that house so we could communicate with what was going on.
Oh.
We didn't end up doing any work with it, and then I just put it on the I don't know, somewhere in the living room, and I had a white cat. This cat was very different.
Hold on, spirit cat or
real cat?
Oh, okay.
Real white cat.
Yeah.
Beautiful cat. And it went next to the board, the Ouija board, and then it started doing flips and psychoing out. And my mate Paul's looking at me going, mate, get that effing board out of here. So I had to get rid of it, because the cat was letting me know, because cats are psychic,
right.
And I've never seen the cat do that before.
Oh, wow.
It freaked out, started like doing this weird stuff, and I was like, okay, get the board out, get rid of it.
Did you not smack it, did you break it?
The board?
Yeah.
No, I just think I put it in the bin.
Because
it was second hand as well. Somebody gave me the board.
Oh, wow.
How naive was I?
Wow.
And then when I was at Tech, a group of kids got a hand of got a Ouija board, and they went back to use it, and they had knives coming through the room, like where they were, like there was knives that's flying at them. That's what they said. So some of them like freaked out and ran out. I think they were in some caravan or something doing it.
Fuck.
Yeah, I know.
Because the reason why I asked about breaking the Ouija board is because I was remembering the clock.
Oh.
That we had.
Well, maybe it's in the rubbish, so it might have got broken.
Yeah, might have got broken. But yeah, I was just remembering, like, because we had to break the clock as well.
That's right, yeah. So Ouija boards, I believe, go back a very long time. I don't know if it goes back to Egypt, but they've been around for a very long time.
Yeah.
Pretty much they're just, at the end of the day, they're just a communication tool.
Yeah, they are. It's just
That's
that
what they're designed for.
Yeah, they're absolutely. But you just got to be mindful about who you're communicating to.
Well, that's right, because you're going to get all the dickheads out there that going, oh yeah, I pretend to be your
Spirit guide, your angel, your this, your that,
uncle,
yeah.
And then play some games, and they've done movies on that as well. Yeah, so I guess this table tipping phenomenon work is on a similar path to that, really.
Because it's phenomenal work is Ouija board, because the thing is moving.
Yeah, the cup
is moving, and then also the table is moving as well. So it is very similar. So again, you've got to be mindful about who you're communicating to, really, at the end of the day.
Yeah, because I've also I was doing a healing years ago. There was 5 females that wanted a group healing, so I went there and did one. I did a healing on each person at a time, and one of the people I was doing healing work on the table, I had Lady Mary come through, Mother Mary. Mother Mary, yeah. And I thought, she goes, that's so nice, I love her, she's beautiful, and she's unconditional love and everything. And I thought, look, I'm just gonna just throw some light at it, threw a light bomb at it. It became a bloody reptile, posturing to be some,
loving, caring woman.
Yeah. And after that, I was like, bloody hell. So that's now, I'm so mindful. If I have beings like that come through, the Senate Master, stuff like that, even though I've channeled Jermaine, and, we've done a little bit of channeling, you got to be super careful, because they can shapeshift into what you perceive to be like an angel, for example, or whatever, and they're not. Because you're using technology to shapeshift to whatever they want.
That's exactly it. I'm getting really so many, things going on with my face,
itchy and
real kind of distraction stuff. I've got some kind of black thing at the back that it's just
spray the room.
I don't have a clearing spray. We've got a transformation candle, but
so I've had some really interesting experience with Ouija boards in this table work, and done also, as we talked about, telekinesis.
We've done the telekinesis thing where I think, what was it? We stuck a toothpick in blue tack, and we had we folded up a piece of paper into an umbrella shape, and we had to move it. Is that right?
Yeah, and you can put a little ball into a cup, and you can move the ball around as well.
Oh, okay.
Table tennis ball.
Oh, okay.
And put that in, you can move that as well.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Because they say that you put that into a glass so the air doesn't move the ball, so you know that you're actually doing the telekinesis work.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when I started doing that, I had lots of issues with greys trying to wreck me. Because I found out from another healer that they were trying to stop me from stepping into or tapping to that level of power that I have, because I can do a lot of telekinesis, but I stopped training because I was just getting done. They didn't want me to tap into that power. Fun and games, people. Fun and games. Tell you, non-stop here. And this was in the cottage as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, check out the Monster Cottage stories. Really interesting. This is another, I guess, we didn't talk about this sort of stuff in that show.
No, we didn't.
Forgot all about it.
Yeah, completely forgot. But, now we remember.
As we do, as we start talking about things.
Yeah.
We're like, I remember that.
For everyone that is listening and watching here, if you are doing something along those lines, please be mindful about who you're talking to, because you might be talking to someone not beneficial. So always check if you can. How would people check?
It helps if you can see them as well. If
True.
you can't see them, I will go back to, you can ask to feel their or see their heart space as well.
Their true heart space.
Yep. Sometimes you can feel if that person or being or spirit is got a heart space or not.
Be mindful of certain technologies.
Yes, it's another interesting.
Yeah, be mindful of certain technologies that could perceive to be a heart space as well.
There's something going around with love tech from the Mantids that came over the planet at one stage or something.
Yeah, just be mindful, because you don't want to be having technology, because Jason pulls off AI stuff, and you don't want AI stuff on you.
You want
organic.
You want organic love, don't you? You don't want artificial tech love, do you?
No. You want organic love. You want your own heart space. You want your own true frequency.
Yeah.
Because remember, the true heart space is 500 times stronger than the actual mind.
That's right. We talked about that in another show.
Yeah. So if hearts, people. But when it comes to table tipping, or phenomenon work, would the pendulum, how would that fit into everything?
Well, I feel it probably could be manipulated.
That's what I wonder as well.
But it's meant to be a direct tool connected to you, and I'm not too sure your nervous system or something, but that part of you's moving it. It's not actually meant to be moved by an outside source.
Yeah, so I guess that is different, because with the table and the Ouija board, you're just placing your hand or your fingers on it and something else is moving it. Where with a pendulum, you're actually asking yourself the question, and your own energy is actually moving
Giving you the answer.
Yeah, like your energy, your beingness. Yeah. I just thought I'd ask that question.
Yeah, because people might be asking that. Again, you got to be careful with the pendulum as well. Dowsing rods.
Yeah.
Good tool. I mean, at the end of the day, they're meant to be all tools.
I guess in a way, what we all need to be doing is really like clearing ourselves out, making sure that we don't have any interference in our own energy field from anything outside of us. Dowsing rods are amazing and pendulum is amazing because you're using your own energy, your own frequency to use them, but you just got to make sure that you've cleared yourself. Either spray yourself with a clearing spray or smudge yourself, or something along those lines, or if you're a bit more high frequency, clear out AI devices. Yeah, well, mainstream people won't know how to do that. Or cords.
Yeah, well, that as well. I'll suggest go and see a very good,
a reputable
healer. And you'll find that really good healers can help clear out all that rubbish. I mean, smudging and clearing yourself will help on levels, but there's some stuff that we've had healings done where the healer has removed and cleared stuff and we didn't know that it was there.
Well, that's exactly it.
Yeah, and we're both healers, so different healers work at different frequencies and can see and remove different levels.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Yeah. Be mindful about doing table tipping or phenomenon work.
I probably wouldn't recommend it, to be honest.
Yeah, you know what? I'd be the same. I'm the same boat with you. Don't do it. Just don't do it. Don't do it.
We had another friend that did, in his class, he did phenomenon work, and they were given the table, the guides that came through, it would give them what level of frequency they were on.
That's just mean.
And he would come and say, I'm at 700,000 whatever, and I looked at his vibration, because he said, I'm at a very high vibration, and I looked at him and I went, no, you're not. You're not vibrating at that frequency. Otherwise, you wouldn't be in all this drama that you're in. Yeah, but the guy told me, the teacher told me I'm at this really high frequency. So it became more of an ego thing, not a grounded, practical thing. So just be mindful of the ego, I guess, everyone.
Yeah, look, I know we're going off topic here, and I also have a bit of a discernment and warning to share with everyone. Be mindful about, again, who you talk to, because, But
remember, when you go to a class, you expect the teacher and everything to be at a level to know a lot.
That's true, but the teacher only knows their perception of it as well.
But if you're a student, you know nothing.
Well, you learn a lot. You still learn a lot, though. You would still learn a lot. But
you just trust, don't you?
You do trust. And yes, trust, like, you do need to trust things, on levels, but also discernment as well is huge. But you're right. If you're a student,
it's not black and white.
Yeah, when you're a student and you don't actually know exactly what's going on, it's very different. Yeah, it is.
It is very. Yeah, I mean, look where we've come from.
Yeah, that's true.
And I was a student that had no clue, no idea, trusted everything, trusted the teacher. Pretty much of my life, especially my energetic life. And today I'm like totally different, and my perceptions and understanding is completely different than before.
However, there are people out there, like all the people that do reveal what is actually going on. We have them to thank, because they have opened up a lot of eyes to go, actually, this is what's really going on.
Yeah, we've learned a lot from different people.
Yeah, absolutely. To the point where now we actually can see and perceive what is true and what is not true. My experience with the Matrix, the cyclotron in the backyard, all these different things that other people have been able to perceive that have actually opened our mind and eyes.
And helped a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can't know it all, see it all.
No, not everyone knows it all and sees it all.
No.
No.
I don't think you're meant to.
Because this game is so old that I don't know if... Well, I do believe that the original creators are in this game, but we've been so recycled so many times that we've got trillions. I don't even know the number of how many years this game has been operating.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. So, yeah, the original creators of the game might actually be here, but how you wouldn't remember. How could you remember?
Okay, I think I'm done.
Yeah, I'm done too. Sorry for my babbling again.
Say goodbye.
Let's say goodbye. Thank you everyone for tuning in again and listening to our stories and the things that we need to share, and we love sharing with you all anyway.
Yeah, because we talk about this stuff all the time, so we thought we might just share it with everyone else.
Yeah, why not? And again, if you'd love to support us, we'd love for you to buy us a coffee. And we will catch you in the next one.
We'll catch you in the next one. Sending you lots of love and blessings, and have a fantastic week, everyone.
See you later.
See you later. Bye.